Okay, folks, we're back again. Fred's going to finish this story up. He's going to tell you folks a little bit about the different colors. He told you the origin of this bait and how it morphed into what it is today.
All right, so a few things that we did to this bait. This is the weedless version. Basically, you're going to take that 8/0. We've got a slit, and it's a real soft bait. The bite on it is absolutely incredible. When that fish grabs it, I mean, they hit this thing like they hit a frog. You just set the hook, exact same deal. So you got the weedless version that I'm going to throw in shallow water, shallow grass. But one of the things we did to this bait that's different than that XPS, which I think is better, is the other one had more of a rounded body. We flattened it up. And the reason we flattened it, guys that like to fish clear lake, guys that like to fish boat docks, stuff like that, cover. You can take this thing and you can literally skip it all the way back to where those big fish live. And that's one really cool feature about it. Another great feature, we've got the scale pattern on it. Yes, it looks awesome to us, but what it really does, if you can imagine when you're throwing a swim bait, most of the time you're throwing it in really clear water, especially this guy with the harness is more of a clear water hovering. You could throw it over 30 feet of water as long as the water's clear and they see it coming up. They're seeing this sucker go by. It's going to do that little roll, and each one of these little scales will actually reflect a little bit of light, and it just looks like a broken up scale pattern of an injured bait fish. And then they key in on it, get closer and closer, they notice the head, panic action, they gobble it. So that's one of the cool deals. One of my favorite features, the eyeballs. Look really close on the eye, you see the Boom Boom logo. That's when you know you're throwing the right bait.
That's great.
Yeah, so we did a lot of research and development to make the absolute perfect tournament bait. This is gonna be a bait you're gonna see on a lot of our elite guys' rods. I mean, it's no secret now. We kind of kept it a while, but after the last few events, when guys are starting to win with this style swim bait and they can't get them, we've got a bait that's gonna blow that one away. The last thing about it is the color choices. And this is my favorite part because being that I've fished now for over 10 years across the country, I've got a really good idea and understanding of what the best color baits are from coast to coast. And so what we got right up here on the wall, for our weedless version and our rigged version, a lot of them are the same colors except for a few different options. We got 12 different colors for each. We added a chartreuse one, we've added a solid green pumpkin. The shallow water guys, the water just all of a sudden gets dirty from a lot of wind, I'll pick up the chartreuse guy. Because this bait, when you're reeling it in, you feel that thumping. You can actually feel it like if you're feeling like a bladed jig or something like that. You can feel this bait coming in. And then all the clear water ones. When you're throwing it rigged with a treble hook, you're throwing it in clear water. We've pretty much covered all of them. From rainbow trout, Jackson trout, we got this little guy, ghost minnow. We've got colors that will work and mimic the bait fish. Match the hatch to wherever you're going.
That's some great stuff from the Optima Bait Company, from touring pro Fred Roumbanis, the Boom Boom weedless and the Boom Boom rig.